Good evening. Here we are, second last week for me. Next week will be my last live feed for the year. And I'm really looking forward to a break, put it that way. Long time coming. So I'll just wait for some of you to jump on. It's not sure if I think I advertised it today. I think I did. I've lost track of everything's a blur for me. So welcome to those who have joined me this evening. I'm just calling it up here on my phone. So just bear with me while I do that to make sure I am live. Yes, I appear to be live. Seems to be working. Oh, yep. There's some of you watching now, so thank you. Let me know when you are on. Let me know where you are watching from, please. It's always good to have you on here. My regulars, it's welcome back. Thank you for joining me. And newbies, thank you for joining me for the first time. Now, I do ask if you can like and share the live feed, please, and let me know that you have done that. And pop it there in the comment section for me, please. Let me know where you are watching from. So I've got Ellie, Anne, hello, Gayleen, you never fail. So seem to have a lot more watching on the phone here than what I've got coming back onto this main system here. So just bear with me. There might be a bit of a lag happening. Don't know if Julie's going to be joining us this evening. She's a little bit under the weather. But we'll see what happens. And who else have we got here? Laura, hello. Thank you for joining me. And whereabouts in the US are you from, please? Because you know what? I get asked questions from people. What time? I advertise my time here, my live as 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Sydney. Basically, it's Sydney time zone, and I get messages from people in the US. What time is it? Is that in the US? Now, I believe there's like 3 or 4 different time zones in the US. Is that right? So I have absolutely no idea. You just have to look up for the Sydney time zone. Who else have we got here? Okay, California. Okay, even California's a big parcel of land too. So are you Southern California or up north? It's I've been there a number of times. So just wait. I don't think Julie's joining us. She may be, may not be. So those guys, you know what the drill is. I ask if you like and share the live feed, please let me know that you have done that. Pop it in the comments section there. Now, as I said, this is my second last show for the year. Next week will be my last one, and then at the end of next week, I am taking a month off. So I'm going off on the 22nd of December, and I am returning on the 19th of January, which is a Friday. That's my first day back, and I will be in Goulburn on that day. So if you are in Goulburn, I am about to announce that day, that reading day there. I will be putting that up probably tomorrow, the event itself, and instructions on how you can book yourself in. The following week, it should be back to normal, so Zoom readings and face-to-face at Port Kembla. That'll take us in end of January. Come February, I've got some things in the pipeline in terms of workshops, platform shows. March, same thing as well. And April, I will be back in New Zealand for the Mind Body Spirit Festival, and then we get back into the whole year again. So that's just it basically in the nutshell for the next couple of months. Now, if you are new here, the way that I read is I am a psychic and a medium, which is 2 different things. Psychic being what goes on with you. Psychic readings are about you and your loved ones around you. So basically past, present, possible future. and I do say possible because nothing's set in concrete, and we have free will. So wherever I see you heading today, this evening, it's you have free will, and you can change that path simply by making another decision. And a medium, I'm also a medium, meaning that I can connect you to your loved ones on the other side. Now, the thing is, I've been reading all day today. I'm buggered. So I do prefer to steer clear from the mediumship if that's okay. Saying that if spirit is here and they are wanting to get through, by all means, I'm more than happy to bring them through. But it's something that I don't actively go and do on these live feeds. A, because I'm tired from reading all day, and B, there is a lag on these live feeds, and me giving out evidence of what I've got coming through. You're not hearing it for another 30 seconds, and I've got to wait for you to get back to say yes or no, and yada, yada, yada. And it just gets a little bit long in the tooth here. I try to get through as many people as what I can on these live feeds. So that's why I will ask if you can keep the questions to a specific question. Please don't ask me, what do I see? What have I got? Have I got messages? Or also just bear in mind also, I do not answer medical or legal questions here on live feed, purely because it is a legal thing here on Facebook. So I don't even go there. I'm sorry, so don't even bother asking me. Okay. I see that Julie is on, so thank you for joining me, Julie. Now, we had a wonderful opening on Saturday of her wellness center. It is absolutely divine, and it is absolutely beautiful. And I went and sat in there today, and just the energy, it's just so calm and peaceful. And then I go back and look at my place. I think I've really got to do something with my shop now, I think. So we'll see how we go in the new year. But then I just get distracted, and I end up going off and doing other things. And unfortunately, my shop's always the last down in the pecking order of priorities of things that need to be done. Okay, thank you to all of those who did come to the opening as well. It was wonderful. They were doing mini reads as well. I didn't do the mini reads. I just like to sit back and watch. So they're doing mini reads. Sheridan came in and did a sound healing or sound bath healing for everybody. That was absolutely divine. It was beautiful. So Sheridan, if you are watching, thank you for that. Also, Manny and, as I said, Manny and Sharon were doing readings, as was Julie. And then we had the beautiful Cheryl Kay come down from the Central Coast, and she did a talk about her book and mediumship and crossing over and our loved ones on the other side. So that was absolutely beautiful. There are books available for purchase in at the centre there if anybody's interested, from Cheryl. So Cheryl, if you are watching as well, thank you for coming down and joining in the festivities. I think I've covered everybody. And of course, thank you. Bubbles, if you're watching, you need a big shout out, as well as Kelly and Sandra as well. I don't think I've left anybody out. If I have, it's not. Hear those bikes go past. Look, if I've left anybody out, it's not deliberate. Put it that way. All right. Who else have we got here? Straight away, Ella Rose, in my permanent job, is the negativity from my other staff members going to get better? No, darling. No. There's one main instigator in there. I feel like this is where I talk about people vibing on different levels, and staff members going to get any better. No, I feel like there's one main instigator there, and it won't get better until they go. But the thing is, I feel like that they are either higher up or have a position of power or something like that. And I just feel like they're actually really miserable in their own lives, and what they're doing is actually bringing their own negativity into work here, unfortunately, and so it does rub off on others. I can't see it getting any better, darling. I actually do see you looking at alternates come the new year. They're telling me you're not really taking time off, are you? I just feel like you're taking the main holidays, but even that'll give you a little bit of respite. I'm hearing the word, but I feel like that is also a wake-up call for you. So I'm going to say that there will be coming new options for you in the new year, darling, and that's okay. Okay, so I'll leave that there. I hope that helps you. Who else have we got on here? Tamwa, thank you for joining us. You remember the time difference this time. Thank you. So have we got any updates there, Tammy? Are we coming down? Are we doing the traveling? Please let me know. Who else have we got here? So what are you saying, Anne? I am planning to ask my love interest on a coffee date in January. I hope to start dating him. Very attractive. Do you feel he will agree? All I'm hearing is baby steps with you. Baby steps. This has been going on for a while, hasn't it, darling? I just feel like that. Okay, I'm just hearing the word shy, but that's not you. That's him. So, and I just feel like you're the one that's actually bit the bullet, and you're the one that's asking. You have to ask, because otherwise nothing will happen here. I'm hearing the term punching above your weight. So I'm assuming that you've got that saying over there, but I don't mean that for you, but I mean that for him. He thinks that punching above his weight, if that makes punching above his belt. I don't know. It's that saying. So I do see you asking him out. I do see him accepting, but I also see that it's a long haul, put it that way. I hear slow burn with that, and that's okay as well. Okay, so I'll leave that there. I hope that helps you. All right. Good evening, Chanel. So a bit late, not really. We've only just really kicked off in the last 10 minutes. So no, you're not really that late. So thank you for joining me. Sorry, if you're wondering, I'm looking down here at my phone, if you're wondering what I'm looking at. Okay. You're welcome, Ella. See, this is the thing, because Ella, you're the one with the negativity in the workplace. Is that right? Because if that's, we spend most of our life working, and you need to be happy, and say happy people more productive as well. At the moment, I just feel like everybody wants to kill each other. All right. Who else have we got here? Gresh, thank you for sharing. Will I be able to travel this January? I'm hearing towards the end of January, so in like from the 20th onwards, around about then. I'm feeling around about then. Now, have you got an issue around some travel documents or a passport? I feel like I need to bring that up, or I feel like that needs to be looked at. Now, I hope you understand what I'm talking about with that. But I do see that there is some form of travel around. Right, what's the medical thing as well? Okay, is that what's preventing you from travel? Because I feel like there's a few things that's been thrown at you. It's like you just keep hitting brick wall after brick wall. Sometimes we need to listen to those brick walls as well. And it could possibly be the universe trying to put you onto another path. So ask Spirit, ask the universe to give you some more signs, please, because I feel like there's a little bit more digging here that needs to happen. Okay, so I'll leave that one there for you. Hope that helps. Who else have we got here? Leonie. That's interesting, darling. Feeling really lost at the moment. Anything you see for me? Right. The first thing I heard with you, darling, was, and I say this to a lot of people, and Tammy, you can relate to this as well. Sometimes the best thing you can do is nothing. Now, you're feeling a little bit lost. And I just feel like you need to be doing more things. And I just feel like you feel like you need to be more productive. And sometimes you just doing nothing is more productive than doing something. And this is where I feel like you need to listen to that little bit of advice that I've just given you. Feeling lost, it's all for a reason, because I feel like you need to be slowing down about something here and reevaluating and just waiting for those signs and synchronicities from spirit to guide you. Okay, does that make sense? I hope you understand what I am talking about with that one, darling. So I think a lot of people can take that same advice, that sometimes doing nothing is more productive. Okay, particularly over Christmas, guys. It's be a little bit kind to you over Christmas as well. That we are going into tomorrow. Tomorrow, this is interesting. Tomorrow is a new moon, and also it's the first day of Mercury retrograde. So we are going to be getting hit with the double whammy tomorrow. So new moon is all about manifesting and welcoming a new cycle. And it's perfect time to manifest things in. So I would write down the list tonight, guys, of things that you would like to attract into your life over the next month. And just bear in mind also, once we hit Mercury retrograde, which starts tomorrow, we will have approximately 3 weeks of Mercury retrograde, meaning this is when communications tend to go wrong. So people can miscommunicate and we can have arguments with people. Technology can bugger up. So those who are prone to having computers freeze, phones freeze, everything else like that, anything electrical tends to bugger up during Mercury retrograde. Also, just tack on, allow extra time for travel time, because generally it's known for delays as well, causing delays. So just be kind to you during Mercury retrograde. Okay. Sometimes also exes can come back, or people in your past can come back into your life as well. Just saying. So be mindful of that. So that all starts tomorrow and take us right through to Christmas. Yep. Yay. Who else have we got on here? What's that, Scott? Yes, me too. Kids still young enough to enjoy Christmas. What have I missed out on here? I'm missing out on things, am I? Okay. Ooh, okie dokie. Now, what was I going to say? Those who just joined, I just ask that you like and share the live feed. Let me know that you've done that, please, and pop that in the comments section. Let me know where you're watching from. But if you're going to ask me questions, please can you just pop that liked and shared? Let me know you've done that with the comments and all questions in there. Vanessa, no, I cannot give you any advice or thoughts on court cases. I don't do medical or legal. Sorry, here on Facebook, it's a legality thing. It's just a no-go. I'm sorry, darling. If you want to give me another question, please. I think I've got it there in the guts in the description with on Facebook there, that no medical or legal. Who else have we got here? Good to see you're all talking amongst yourselves too. It's lovely. Charmaine, the perfect career path for you is something that you love. Okay. I just feel that you're a little bit lost because there's a few things that interest, but you can't quite get your head around how you can make money with that. Again, I just want you to sit with that over Christmas, because there are some transformations that I'm seeing coming through for you next year. And I feel like I need to highlight April in particular for you. Now, I always say to people, when people say, what's my purpose? I always say, your purpose is what you love and what you are good at. So, and to me, this is on par, the same question. Do you have any ideas what my perfect career path would be? Now, it's what you love, what you are passionate about. Because, you know, the saying, we are always very, very good at what we love. Because it's, again, we spend most of our time at work, and then you've got to really enjoy what you do. Okay, but I do see that there will be changes coming around you, I'll say around about April next year. But I just want you to sit with that. Don't stress yourself out and thinking that you need to have direction. Again, maybe I think that's our theme tonight as well. I think it's a time period of rest. And maybe if let's all affirm that. We should make that an affirmation. Sometimes doing nothing is more productive. What did I say before? Doing nothing can be more productive than doing something. So I feel like we need, can you type that up, Julie? Can someone type that up? I feel like we need to repeat that. Sometimes doing nothing is more productive than doing something. Yeah, so I think we should need to all sort of like live by that over the Christmas break as well. Who else have we got here? Again, Pearl, liked and shared. Thank you. Do you see things picking up for me next year? This year was very slow, and it's all for a reason. Okay. I'm being told that there's lessons that you needed to learn this year as well. And I'm not saying around work. I'm saying life lessons, growth. They're showing me there's a growth period that you've had to go through as well in order to transform you into the next, to level you up here. And that's why you feel like it's all slow. And again, I'm going to say that this is going on the theme that I feel like we are heading down tonight, that doing nothing can be more productive than doing something. You all think that you're doing nothing, but in fact, behind the scenes, spiritually, your soul is working and doing growth, if that makes sense. And spirit and the universe is working behind the scenes for you. So I just want you to take that all on board, because I feel like next year is going to be a bit of a whammy for a lot of people. I do see a lot of people propelling, I'm just being shown like that in terms of abilities, career. So I just feel like there's going to be a massive shift with energetically, put it that way. Okay, so just take it all on board. Thank you, Tammy. See, Tammy's just put that in a good perspective. You are allowing the universe. You are allowing, the universe to see what you can't. Okay, so you think that things aren't growing, things aren't happening, Perla, but they actually are. Who else have we got here? Ashley Marie, what's the dream that you had last night, lovely? I'm just being shown. If it wasn't last night, the night before. It's a dream that you've had. It's like you've had a discussion about this. It's like a deja vu. I've had this discussion with you before. Okay. Now, a lot of people ask me as a medium, are our loved ones at peace? And I will always say, yes, they always are. Seriously, they are. I'm not just saying that just to make you feel better, but they are at peace. Now, when we're talking about am I doing the right thing with his ashes, that's why I'm saying, what is this dream that you had as well? Because I feel like you've had this discussion in the form of a dream, but I feel like this was actually a meeting that you had on 5D level here, darling. So I'm going to say yes, yes, yes. You know in your heart, okay, but you've got this human emotion that's kicking in here, thinking, oh, I haven't done the right thing. If you still don't feel right about this, darling, I just want you to sit on this, because I feel like your dreams are very significant for you, and you'll know when the time is right. Okay, darling, so I'll leave that one there for you. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys, I've just got to scroll down because my eyesight's going. It's bad. Okay. Where are we? Gresh, what's happening towards the end of January? You're saying at the beginning, but I mean, like, I've got to go with what I'm getting, and I'm feeling towards the end of January, unless it's something else that's coming up for you there as well. Okay. Melissa, that's simple. There's a lot of jealousy there, sweetheart. Okay. Now, what I'm reading into here, it's like, I feel like they're one of these people that takes credit for other people's work and then tries to inflate themselves and make themselves a little bit more important than what they actually are. And I'm going to say, usually this all comes from lack of confidence. And it's not something that's happened here in this work environment. I feel like that this has followed them through, possibly from childhood as well. There's some trauma there with this person from childhood, and this is why they are the way they are, because, and it's got nothing to do with you really, but they are showing me that there's a little bit of jealousy there as well. It's their way of coping. Okay, so that is why I don't quite know what the question is with that goes with that, but that's what I'm being shown there for you. Okay, so I hope that helps you. So what's this is saying, Galen? Since asking spirits for guidance, I have felt nothing but calm in the mind and have actually been doing nothing on my days off. That's beautiful. Okay, now we should all get into that practice. On Sunday, so I had Cheryl stay at my place over the weekend, and I said to her, look, we'll go up to the temple on Sunday. Now, I live 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes from the Nantiem, the Buddhist temple, and it is the largest temple in the Southern Hemisphere. And as soon as you go through those gates, it's like you're in another country. It is just the energy changes. It's very calm. It's very peaceful. And there's all these beautiful, there's just so much to look at, and so many places to sit and meditate and just have quiet time. And if you want to feed, you can have a good feed as well. But it's a wonderful little place to go to. And we spent approximately 4 hours at this place. And I get what you're saying, Galen, because we did little meditations all over the place, not long things. It's just like 5-10 minutes here, 5-10 minutes there. And I felt a big shift of energy come down from the sky. And I actually saw, my eyes were shut and I could see my changing colours. I saw a whole heap of colours changing. And I'm assuming that was the different chakras that I was seeing change. And then all of a sudden, bang, it was an overcast day, but my eyes were shut and I felt like the sun had come out. I really thought the sun had come out because I felt all this heat. When your eyes are shut and the sun comes out and it gets bright all of a sudden, that's what I was feeling. And I opened my eyes, I'm like, oh, it's still the same. But while I was doing that, I could see I had a big eye looking back at me when my eyes were shut, like a big eye. It was just looking at one eye. It was blinking at me, blink, 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 like a very knowing, my third eye. So that was very interesting. All right, who else have we got on here? Oh, thanks, Dana. Me my headscarves. You know the real reason why I wear them, so I don't have to do my hair because I get lazy. Who else have we got? Beautiful, Perla. So you understand the Nantien. It's very peaceful, isn't it? Who else have we got? Melissa Pender. How do I know your name, darling? all I'm picking up for you, you've been at this place for a long time. Is that correct? Because I feel like you know everything like the back of your hand at this place or this company. And I'm just all I'm hearing with you. It's time. It's time. And I'll just say a change is as good as a holiday. Put it that way. Okay. So I hope that helps you. Tammy, you miss going to the temple. Well, you can come down and we can go to the temple. Hmm. You can see the tip of the pagoda from home, Paula. Okay. Yeah. Melissa, say what you've been there, yes, forever. That's what I said. A change is as good as a holiday, darling. So I'm going to say nothing's going to change until you make changes, because I feel like we'll be back here having another discussion about this in 6 months. But I feel like there's something that's going to happen over Christmas for you. It's like a light bulb moment, and I do see you thinking, aha, I know what I want to do. But I feel like with that, there's going to be an element of educational study or something. It's just the start of it, put it that way. And I'm actually quite excited about that. So I hope that helps you, darling. Who else have we got here? Okay. Sorry, let me just scroll back here. Now, those who've just joined, I do ask that you like and share the live feed, please. Let me know that you have done that. Just pop that in the comments section there, please, along with your question and or comments. So don't separate them, because sometimes it's hard for me to go back and find your questions. So if we can just pop that all together, please, that would be wonderful. And again, those who have just joined me, this is my second last show for the year. Next week will be the last one. And then I will be taking a month off. I'm a little bit tired and I need to recharge and spend some time with my family. I've been traveling quite a bit. I calculated the other day how long with all the travel, like day here, day there, weekend here, week there, everything else. I've actually been out of the Illawarra, out of my home for 16 weeks, a total of 16 weeks, which equates to a third of the year. So I've literally been on the road for a third of the year this year. And so that's why I said I'm looking forward to a break. Who else have we got here? Right. I think, sorry, my eyesight's a bit shoddy. Leah, sorry, I think that's, it's a little bit small, the writing here, darling. So you say, am I expecting a change in the future? I don't quite understand that. Are you expecting a change? That's something that you can. Are you asking me? Is there a change coming? If that's what you're getting at, I'm going to say yes, there is for you. I'm not seeing changes until around about February, but as I'm saying that, I feel like I need to be talking about a baby here as well. But I feel like it's an announcement with somebody as well. So there's going to be quite a lot of changes around your family, but all for the better next year, because I do see an addition somewhere here with the family. And again, I'm just being shown changes, but not until after Christmas, darling, with that. Who else have we got here? Oh, Christy, yes, I always find myself scribbling, drawing eyes. Okay, I'm always for empowering people with their intuition, and I know what you want me to say, and I'm going to say it because you already know the answer to this. That eye, because I do it as well quite a lot. It's the third eye. It's about your intuition. It's about your clairvoyance. So it's sort of like, I feel like you're subconsciously drawing that to keep reminding yourself that a lot of things that you are seeing internally here, and to actually start trusting what you are seeing in your mind's eye here. So even if you've got to draw that or write that down somewhere, please do that, because I just see a whole heap of eyes. I get it. You even do ones with big long eyelashes too. I'm being shown big long ones. Okay, you got all different variations. I'm just being shown here. You are welcome, Leah. Natalie. Okay. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about with that, darling. Good evening, Rick. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Christy, yes, I told you. You just wanted me to say this. And this is what I'm going to say to people. Start putting it back on everybody else here. Start trusting your intuition. We all have it. We're all born psychic. We all have this ability, but it gets beaten out of us from a young age. And I'm all for empowering people to bring it back to the basics and start trusting information that they do get. Okay, you already knew the answer to that. Okay, who else have we got here? How are we going for time? Oh, we're doing good here today. Just bear with me. Sonia. Oh, darling, I wish I could give you a hug. See, and that's the thing. Also, I know that she does not want you mourning over, at Christmas time. I know that she wants you to celebrate because there's a lot of love, and there's a lot of love that you've got to give to you, your partner, family members, everybody. And I know that you have a very large circle here, Sonia. And I know that she wants you to embrace what you have here. You do feel her all the time. And this is the thing also. The first one, yes, hard. There's no doubt about this, but I feel like the second one is always harder. Okay. So I just want you to be kind to you, sweetheart. What's the yellow flower? Did you just go and pick a yellow flower? I feel like I'm looking at a bright flower here that I feel like I need to be giving you, darling, because it's a happy flower that she's giving. It's not a rose. It's got big. It's either like a gerbera or I don't really know my flowers, but it's one of these happy flowers here. Okay, sunflower. Thank you. Do you understand that? What's the significance with that? Because she's actually giving me that. Okay, and I feel like I need to pass that on to you, darling. Okay, so there's lots of love for you. Yeah, okay. Who else have we got here? Okay. Maud, you're asking, I've had several crows come to my door lately. What does that mean? See, this is the thing. Again, what does a crow mean to you? Because if you speak to a lot of different people, everybody has different opinions on crows and all these signs and synchronicities. Me, personally, I love crows. For me, crows are very wise. They're very clever, very, very clever birds. Also, for me, crows signify a message coming in to you as well. Okay. Interesting that there's two crows here. So have we got somebody who is looking for, I feel like I need to talk about a partnership here or a union. Okay. There's news of a union or a partnership, I feel like, is coming with that. Okay. But that's my own personal belief with crows. Other people will tell you otherwise. There are some people that are very superstitious about crows and think it's not such good news. But for me, I actually take it as good news. Okay. So Sonia, flowers, that's your sunflowers are your favorite flowers. Okay. So you understand that she's actually giving that to me to give to you. Okay, so it's your favorite flower, and I had them at her memorial service and Mickey and Minnie Mouse. So you understand that, darling. Okay, so if that is one little message, comfort that I can bring through to you for Christmas, my job's done. But there's lots of love to you there, darling. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Okay. Maud, so you love them. Okay, so it's a good omen for you then. Okay. So I know you can Google and read up on them, but for me, I absolutely adore crows. All right, who else have we got here? Okay, Talia, you have brown and orange. They're actually called monarch butterflies. You had them everywhere. Someone tried this. I'll tell you a story. Now, Julie's moderating for me this evening, and I know you'll be laughing right now, Julie, because Julie was with me during this trip. We went to Canberra, and coming back, we had butterflies follow us. There was, the odd butterfly, monarch. They're all monarch butterflies. Odd one here, odd one there, odd one here, odd one here. At some stages, they're swimming around, they're flying around our heads all the way home along that road along Lake George. Bang, 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 bang. And we just came. Sorry. Yes, we were. Some of them were hitting the windscreen, unfortunately, but there were that many monarch butterflies because at first we're thinking, oh my God, we've got all these messages coming in and getting quite excited. Then it got to the stage, I looked at Linda and I looked at Julie. I said, do you think maybe there's a plague? There's a whole heap of them and it's not just spiritual. But I am going to take it as spiritual. And for me, there was that many of them. To me, that's just my message coming in that I'm just about to go through a huge transformation. And I know that these two ladies were about to go through a huge transformation as well. And I just feel like we've been sucked. It was like you're in this vortex of monarch butterflies. Now, for you, darling, I feel like that's the same thing for you also. So not necessarily, I'm seeing in this case here, messages from your loved ones, but I'm going to say that this is sign for you of a birth of something new, a new transformation. Okay, which is all quite fitting, seeing we are coming up to the end of the year. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Okay, who are we up to? Okay. Joe, unsettled. Now, darling, I don't know if you've been on since I've started, but I did say that we are about to hit Mercury retrograde tomorrow for the next 3 weeks. So be kind to you, feeling unsettled. Now, I also know from experience, and this has been a theme with a lot of my readings lately also, that there is about to be a huge shift. And I get a lot of people that are coming and going, I just don't, I feel a little bit uneasy. I'm a little bit lost. Usually this happens just before we're about to start a new journey as well. You're unsettled. You feel like you need to be doing something, you don't know what yet. Again, let's go back to what I said earlier, that sometimes doing nothing is more productive than doing something. So just wait. Okay, nothing's going to happen between now and the end of the year. So let's just wait. Okay, now as on cue, my little girl's just turned up here, my 18-year-old. All right. Come on. Who else have we got here? Where are we all? Yeah, there was a lot of butterflies, Julie. Just a bit. Sandy, hello. Nice to see you on here. Where have you been? So we're trying to get Tamwa down to New South Wales. And she is on here and she is watching. Okay. Now, Jenny Louise, I'm hearing with that baby steps again. I'd love a reading about a guy I'm currently seeing at the moment. Do you see us being in an exclusive relationship? This is a different energy. Am I correct? Because I'm picking up a different energy here, darling. Now, what I'm hearing here is baby steps, and it's to do with you. There's caution here, sweetheart. Now, I have to say also, I'm not seeing any real exclusivity until around about March with that. So that's what I'm just saying. Just tread lightly and just do baby steps. I'm just hearing enjoy. I'm hearing with you, don't try to force things. Just let it happen naturally. You need to be friends with this person first. So I hope that helps you, okay? It's all dependent on that. Okay, so I'm just going to say, let's just pull back a little bit and just enjoy the ride. And I say congratulations. Okay. Shakti, okay, when do you see me meeting someone regarding my love life, please and thank you. Darling, okay, again, I love how we seem to have the same theme with a lot of people here. I hear you, it's all about you, and you, right? It's like, I feel like if you go now, you're jumping from the frying pan into the fire, darling, and I just see the next 6 months for you is all about you and doing work for you and loving you. And I feel like once you've done that, it's just going to be, that's when you will be ready. But again, I'm going to say I'm getting the period 6. So people who know me, 6 could mean 6 days, 6 weeks. It's not, I'm not feeling that though. 6 months or the month of June. That is the time frame that I'm getting here. It's either 6 months or June. But again, I'm going to say this comes with a but. The work that you do on yourself, because I'm just feeling you need to be in love with yourself. And again, I say to people, the biggest relationship you're ever going to have is with yourself. Love you first, darling, because that, once you love yourself, that is what you're going to attract in. Okay, I just feel like right now we're going from the frying pan into the fire. Okay, so I hope you understand that, darling. Lots of love to you. Who else are we? Was that Sandy? Lovely to see you. I'm trying to entice Miss T down south to spend time with us. See, this is the thing. I mean, like, I've had my, um, my orphan Christmas, and I've got no one to have orphan Christmas with. And as it is, her and I will be Zooming orphan Christmas from different states. Hmm. Who else have we got here? You're welcome, Shakti. I know you understand what I'm talking about. Okay. You've been doing some meditation too, haven't you, darling? You've been I see that you've really gone into yourself, but the thing is, I see that there, and I say this with love and I say this with respect, darling. I see that there's been hurdles, and I'm going to say this without me going into too much information. I can see what's happened in a previous relationship, and that's why there's this reluctance to move forward. Jenny Louise, you're welcome. You feel a slow burn, and that's okay, darling. That's okay. Okay, where are we? Yes, correct, Shakti. Thank you. So you've been taking things slow, and I'm being very cautious. I feel a slow burn. So am I right that this is somebody else, Jenny? Jenny Louise? I just feel a different energy with that. Who else have we got here? Hello, Ed. Oh. What did I say, Danella? My mum saw you and you told I was going to go through a bad breakup, and it ended up happening. Okay, I don't even remember when I read your mum, who your mum is. So I'm sorry, darling. I tend to read and then I I forget, and I'm really sorry that that's happened, darling, but sometimes things have to happen to put us on a better path. Okay. I'm just being shown here you're on another path, and next year there's a lot of changes happening for you. I'm being shown here you're a little cautious as well, and there's this period of, I'm hearing the period here of uncertainty with you, and it's all to do around confidence and getting back out in the world. But it's not so much the dating scene and being with somebody, it's more so about you and you learning and rediscovering yourself again. So that's what I'm talking about, the shift in energy and the path, because I feel like you've lost yourself a little bit, and I just see things are on the up and up for you, and they're just thrown April to me next year. So I'm going to say after Easter. I know that Easter comes earlier next year around March, so I'm going to say around April with that for you. Okay, so I hope that helps you. What else have I got here? Oh, thank you. My cat is cute. She's 18. Look at this. She enjoys this. Same guy, just backed off, not forcing things. I've just been doing me, and he's been chasing me more. Funny that, isn't it? You know? Sometimes when we just cut and release, that's why I said what's meant to be will be, and if it's meant to come back, it will come back. So I just feel like you've grown quite a lot, Jenny Louise, in the last 6 months. They're just showing me that. And there's a lot of self-discovery as well. And it's all very empowering for you. Okay. Shakti, yes, you'd never forget her age. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. She doesn't do much. She just hangs around. Who else have we got here? Okay. Sandy, you are busy. Okay. All I'm hearing, I'm just being shown these nursery rhymes with all these plum puddings. And not that you're making plum puddings, but it's like you got your fingers in all these pies. Puddings, pies. There's a lot going on here. And this is signifying you for next year. So I just feel like the current project that you are working on, there's going to be a little bit of a demand for that. And I just feel like there is something else being born out of this. They're actually showing me you with a structure going on here with and again, I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me. Something to do with training others, getting out there, having more workshops, things like that going on with it. So it's not just you, because I actually see other people doing it. And there's something here in the mix where there will be the birth of this next year. And so I hope you understand what I'm talking about. And I will leave that there. Who else have we got? And okay, Danella, what did I say? No, that's okay. I think it was at the Mind, Body and Soul. You also said there was a baby and I ended up being pregnant. Okay. So grateful. Your work is amazing. And yes, I agree. It was for the better. So, okay. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Again, I honestly, I don't remember the reading, and I am always grateful when people come back with feedback for me too. But I will say that's all a little bit sensitive, that information, and thank you for trusting to share on this channel here, because it is a public forum. So thank you, darling. Okay. Okay, Karen, I can't tell you, darling, what to do. Should you pursue the job opportunity that was suggested to you today? Again, this is where I'm and I say this to a lot of people, psychics should not be telling you what to do. We can see where you're heading on the current path, and it's up to you as to whether, you continue down that path, or you make some decisions and choices to go down another path. But and this one I'm going to say, what's the first thing that pops into you? What's your gut telling you as soon as with this job? Okay, because you're a little bit hesitant with this. I am seeing you looking into getting some more information first before you choose to, whether you do or whether you don't. I do see that there will be talks about it, because I feel like there's a couple of toing and froings going on here as well, but I can't tell you what to do, darling. Okay, so I hope you understand that. Okay. Okay, Denise, the 11111111. Okay, this is when I always say to people, Google can be your best friend. And I'm not a numerologist. I'm a psychic and a medium. Now, for me, those numbers can represent different things to different people. And a lot of people say it's twin flame numbers. Me personally, I don't really believe in twin flames, maybe because I don't understand them. Again, that's just my opinion, so please don't think whatever I say is the correct thing. But again, I would also recommend, if you are seeing repeat numbers like that, what is it that's playing in your head that you need an answer to, or what is it that you're confused? Because to me, seeing that number is a positive thing. It's like a yes for you. So that's why I'll put that back onto you and say, what is it that's going through your mind at that time? Also, me on a personal level, when I started this journey, there was a period there where I was just seeing one, all the numbers all the time. And then it was combinations of different numbers, and that got your attention, like on your phone, the odometer on your car, on the petrol bowsers, the cash register at the shops. It's but that was when I was opening up as a psychic and a medium, and starting off this spiritual journey. And that's, I felt like in hindsight now, that was how spirit was communicating to me to get my attention, so that I'd learn these lessons as well. So just take all that on board, darling. So I hope that helps you. Okay, Sandy, completely understand. It's great to know. Yep, awesome, darling. Awesome. Where else are we? Okay. Good evening, Janita. We're just about finished up here, darling. Okay. Andrea, I'm picking up something around delays. Now, there's more than one party. There's a couple of parties. I feel like there's a couple of parties here that's involved in this. And I just see a little bit of toing and froing with that. And I'm hearing the word understanding. I'm also hearing the word fair. Okay, because I feel like somebody possibly feels like they're entitled to a little bit more than somebody else, something like that. Can't quite pinpoint it, but I am seeing a positive outcome, but I'm also feeling like it's also got a little bit of a delay thing happening with this as well. All right, so I hope that helps you. Denise, thank you. Started when I left my ex-partner. Okay, so see, this is the universe trying to communicate this with you. So, okay, now, if somebody straight away and said to you, oh, this is about your twin flame, that would not have resonated with you in any way. Okay, so that's why I had to give you all those other explanations. All right. So now, lovelies, I have come up to 9 o'clock. I did try to get through as many of you as what I could this evening. And again, if I didn't get to you, it's nothing personal. I just sit there, and as you know, my eyesight's not the best, and I get attracted to blah 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 blah, and I just zip through them as I see them, as I'm attracted to them. Now, next Tuesday is going to be my final show for the year, and I'll be taking a month off. I will be back on board on the week of back on the 19th of January. So that's my first day of readings. That's a Friday. I will be in Goulburn on that day. So if you are in Goulburn, keep an eye out. I am going to be putting up an event probably the next day or maybe the day after, and I will open up the bookings for that probably tomorrow or the next day for Goulburn. Now, when I do Goulburn, I only ever have spaces for about 8 or 9 readings, and then that's it. So generally they do get booked out quite quickly. So if you're in that area, just keep that in mind as well. So if you see it go up, I'd book sooner rather than later. Saying that, I will be back on the board the following week for normal face-to-face readings at Port Kembla, and then also Zooms, and then it just goes back into normal routine again. Canberra people, keep an eye out. I will be announcing some dates down there in Canberra over the next couple of weeks as well for New Year. People in New Zealand, as you know, I'm coming back in April, but I'll give you more of that information as we get closer to that. And I've just lost track of all time again. So I'll catch you all next week. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. As you know, I do appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you for those that do reach out to me during the week just for private messages and that. Chit chats, it's great. Thank you. So stay safe this week. I will see you all next week for our final show. So thank you.